Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. It's a little early in the morning. Bob's not up yet. And I've been trying to finish up a project that I've been working on for the past 3 days. And I'm almost done. So I thought I'd bring you along and show you what I've been doing. Now, this is going to be a quick video. Now, I belong to a group that meets on YouTube once a week. It's called Listing with Lael. Sorry, I needed to drink coffee. And what we do is we get together and we work in a traveler's notebook to list things in a decorative way, such as important events, trending events for the month of, or things I like to do in my free time, just off-the-wall kind of things. And one of the things that we use a lot in Listing with Lael is our inks. And we try, when we print out photos to use, we try to pick out colors for our keynote words, such as the numbers or document, or a single word that'll pop off the journaling spread. And so I decided I needed to get a swatch ring done of all my Stampin' Up! Colors. Now, she uses all Kim Holtz. I think she uses oxides. But I have a gazillion Stampin' Up! Ink spots. I store them in the wood block cases. And all I use are the spots. I don't use the big ink pads. I just use the spots. These take up a lot less room to store. And I have re-inkers for about 97% of them, so I can re-ink them should I need to. So what I've done is I have used my Brother P-Touch, and I have printed out labels for every single color that I have. And I have all my inks sorted by color, by rainbow. So those are my pinks. I have reds, and I have all the other colors stored the same way over here on my side table, which you will see in a future video, because I'm almost done with my corner. I'm so excited. And getting my color swatches was one of my last things to do. Now, I worked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on this project while I was watching the videos for the Stash Summit here on YouTube. And I'm down to the last 4 colors. So I'm working in the neutrals. And what I've done is I punched out 1 3/4 circles from basic white cardstock. And I think I'm using, this is all the Walmart cardstock. It works fine for me. And I'm using a splotch from this stamp set, Textures and Frames. It was a celebration set from Stampin' Up! A few years ago. And I got it so it makes great mixed media splotches on my journal pages. So all I'm doing is I'm taking, let me see, Sahara Sand is our next color. And if I did not have an actual spot from Stampin' Up!, because they quit doing the spots several years ago, when I first started getting them, they came in the color families, brights, subtles, bolds, that kind of thing, in these little spots, and I bought all of them. But then when they quit doing those collections, I bought the blank spots. They come just like this, just a blank cube. There's 5 to a package for $10. And I make my own with the re-inker. I just buy the re-inker and the blank cube, and I make my own. And that's what I've done with Sahara Sand. So all I do is I'm stamping that splotch, turning it over, stamping it down. Just like that. Now, I put my stamp ink away. I smooch off my color, and then I'm over here on my cleaning pad, and I'm giving it a squish so that I can get that color wiped off. Now, in between the color families, like I did all the pinks and I did all the reds, after I finished with the pinks, I took a little bit of hand sanitizer and wiped this off good and made sure I had all the color off, because it's stained. So it's kind of hard to tell if I had all the color off. So between color families, I just took the hand sanitizer and wiped it off. Okay, now when I have this, now I made a master punch here, a template. So I lay that over that, and I'm just using a standard hole punch to punch that out, turn it over. Now, I punched all my labels on clear because I thought I was going to put them on the front. And I decided I'd rather have them on the back. So, punch these out on the clear sticker ream from the P-Touch. And so I can see where I'm going, I'm using my tweezers. Just like that. And then it's ready to go on the swatch ring. Next we have Smoky Slate. I thought I'd save these last 4 and do them with you. So this is Smoky Slate. Flip it over. Now, so that they were basically in the same spot, I've been stamping all of them with this C, because this is the C block from the Stampin' Up! Collection. I've been making sure that C was in my top right corner. We're supposed to have a couple of nice days here in the Ozarks. I want to get some stuff on the line today. And then I think my day is going to be about, A, getting my paper pumpkin video recorded for tomorrow. And then getting my big work table cleaned off so I can start getting some of the other areas in this office sorted out. And I'm getting really, really close. What I found was I needed to make sure that I had, oh, and I'm going to be short a circle. Well, we can fix that. I figured out that the reason it was taking me so long is because I wasn't sure where I was putting everything. I knew I had to go put away somewhere. I just didn't know where. So once I figured out zones of where stuff needed to store, it started coming together really easy. The next thing I have to do is my paints, mixed media type stuff. And I already have a catalog or a list of what needs to go where and how. So I have a procedure. Now, if you're stuck for some organizing, they've been doing some neat stuff over with Kara Brandon on the Decluttering 2025 project. Dear Julie's been involved. There's been a lot of girls. Kentucky Crafter. Lots of girls involved. Okay, now you see where part of this did not print on the word suede? That means that my cartridge is starting to run out. Because these were not actual P-Touch cartridges, they were an off-brand. Okay, I need one more circle to do taupe. So I have my 1 3/4 punch. And I have a scrap cardstock. Whoops, that's not the 1 3/4. Hang on. There we go. Here's the 1 3/4 punch from Stampin' Up. And I'm not sure if these are still available, but I absolutely love these. They're made by the same company that makes the EK Success ones. But you know, when I was a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I acquired a lot of things, and now I'm trying to figure out where I'm putting them. Okay, so our last color is Tip Top Taupe. Oops, that's not right. Let's try that again. See? Let's punch another one and do that right. Let's try this again. Maybe it's going to be a little longer video than I had intended. Okay, we'll get that out of the way. I'm going to set that there for now. Now that we have this stamped the way it's supposed to be, there we go. And I'm going to stamp off this color a little bit before I put it on my cleaning pad. I'm using a Stampin' Up! Scrubby. Clean my stamp in between colors. And I'm going to keep this template because I'm considering making a second set of these. One that I can keep in with my listing with Lael stuff, which is in the cattywampus corner of the room, so that I'm not carting this one back and forth and then forgetting where I laid it. I want one over here in my stamping corner and then one over with my listing with Lael. Okay, so now I'll get my stamp ring down here. I'll flip these over. Now each color is in here alphabetically. So I have pinks and then they're in there by alphabet. I don't worry about trying to sort them according to gradiated color. I keep everything alphabetical, and that way it's easy for me to find it. Now, if you are one who does gradiated color, going from lights to darks, that's up to you. You have to do what is going to work best for you. Maybe a color swatch isn't going to do you any good. Maybe you just like to just reach in and grab and call it a day. Smoky slate, there we go. I think I got a couple of these off, and I'll put them back later. But now I have every single color of ink that I own from Stampin' Up! All swatched on this color ring. And if I'm working with something and I want to go in and pick out a color, okay, what kind of a blue would I want to use for this? Is that blue going to work? Maybe. Could I use a darker one? Nope, that one's too dark. And I can go through and I can pick out the color that's going to work best for me. Yeah, it's a little too dark, but if I want that contrast, now here we go. Here's one that's really close, and that one's called Brocade Blue. And so I know then to come over here in my containers and pull out my blues and pick up Brocade Blue, and I'll have the blue that I need to work with. So that's me in the studio today. We'll be back tomorrow with another, I believe it's another Valentine paper pumpkin. I know it's a January collection, so that's what we're going to play, and we're just going to work through these and get some cards made. I was supposed to be doing Dear Julie Julie's on Tuesdays, Paper Pumpkin on Mondays, Dear Julie Julie's on Tuesdays, but I did not do Dear Julie Julie's Journal Challenge for this month. I got excited about what I wanted to make for the challenge, and then I couldn't find any of her digitals that matched my theme, so I just stepped out of the January challenge. I think I'm going to be good for February, because in February I'm going to want to do something love and Valentine, and I have a lot of her, I think I have every one of her rose kits. I have a couple of her Valentine kits, so whatever she throws at me in February, I think I'll be able to do. So, no video tomorrow, Paper Pumpkin tomorrow. No video on Wednesday because I'm going to be working on cutting out the stuff that I need for the State Journal video on Thursday. And then Friday I have a flip through. I'm taking part, remember, in the 12 by 12 video, or 12 by 12 journal challenge, where we try to finish journals we have started or make a journal every month. And I have the January Just Junk Journal Challenge journal from last year to finish. I didn't even step into this year's. I just want to finish up what I have started. So that's where we're at. So Paper Pumpkin tomorrow, no video on Wednesday, the State Journal on Thursday, and then the flip through on Friday. So you're going to want to stay tuned. And if you're not a subscriber, please do, because that's how you're going to know when I'm putting up new videos. So remember to like this video and leave a comment below. Let's see. Do you have a swatch system for your inks or cardstocks? And if so, tell me what you're using in the comments below. So then remember to like, to share, subscribe, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another Paper Pumpkin. Creative blessings.